And welcome to the Daily Pigeon Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Mane.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
Those of you that are new and would like to join the Hamajang Gang, please go into the live chat and participate.
That's all it takes.
That's all.
And on this show, we editorialize news items from Hawaii to give all the migrated Hawaiians small kind on what's going on here at home.
Yes.
And also, we bala'o when things come up and say hi to the Hamajang Gang. Here, let me show you. Yeah, let's do it. All right. See, here's Devin. Go ahead.
Hi, Devin. Hi, Devin.
Okay, I thought we were going to do that thing where...
Well, I got distracted because guess who showed up early for work today?
What's that? Oh, okay, let's take a look. Who is by the... Kinako Cam. They got distracted, small kind. No wonder. Yeah, because, you know, when the dog shows up...
We got to go to it.
Got to go. It's the go-to dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll say hi to a few people. How's it, Kulika? Aloha no. And where? Aloha. That's aware. And she is one of our moderationists. Devin is also a moderationist. How's that? Want to jump in there anytime?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all about Kinako. When
I noticed that. You get distracted. Okay, I'll start here with the Bulls, 605. But, you know, by the way, I'm seeing some new faces.
Yeah.
If you're here, let us know where your old stomping grounds might be, and we may have a custom-made Hawaii music video that goes through your old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Huh?
JP Source, aloha from Las Vegas.
Yeah, and John A. Haven't seen Bass Aware in a while. I know.
Bass Aware?
No, he's Bass, and he's saying hi to Aware. Sorry. Hey, hi, Pupper. Who's this?
That's Pink Pearl. Are you new to this podcast?
Yeah, let us know, Pink Pearl. And again, we may have a video that goes through your old stomping grounds.
Mm-hmm. Aloha from Colfax, California. Lynn Nakasone.
How's it? Are you Kulika, brother? Puppy Cam, asshole, right there.
Thank you. Namaste Zen. James has more than one job.
And some of them aren't here in this studio. Kevin S. Aloha Kinako from Orlando.
Deborah Casey Jones saying aloha to Devin. How's it from in Kentucky, right?
Hey, look at this, Dave Espina.
Hey, my classmate.
That's right. That's what I thought he was.
Yeah, so I get to say, we pledge to thee our loyalty to our colors, green and white.
Right. And speaking of green and white, hey, Rick S. just subscribed. Mahalo, Rick. I toast you with my, what flavor is this?
Taste it. You'll know it, man. That's your favorite flavor.
Mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, there you go.
But this is not from...
no, it's not from fast food. It's from Baskin Robbins.
Oh, you went to Baskin. Well, these buggers cost money.
The quality, though. It's proper milkshake. I got the chocolate mousse royale.
And by the way, mine's on a payment plan. So
tomorrow you can finish it. So.
Right. I have a gallon in escrow. Hi, it's a GB.
Pink Pro says, I've been here on and off over the last couple of years. Oh. When Uncle was streaming at 7 a.m.
Oh, man.
But he's asking if you get video from Hilo.
Hilo, no. We do not. We have Hawaii Island, and I have that drive, which you've probably seen, Pink Pearl, that goes from Kona to Hilo, right? And it's a time lapse, but a lot of people, you know, they don't have Dramamine available, so sorry about that. But if you want to see that, we'll dig that one up for you.
Nancy Lewis, aloha from Anaheim.
Anaheim, oh man, that's SoCal, right? Anaheim.
Yeah, above LA though, right?
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forget. I get my McFlurry going. Aloha from Hanamaola.
Lou.
Right.
M. Tikoa. Andy, is that flannel? You ready for Renton, Washington?
No, this is not. It's real thin material. But I do have some flannel stuff. In fact, I have a flannel one that has pads in it that I use when I ride the one wheel sometimes when it's cold.
Yeah.
You know, so when you eat it, not so bad. Huh?
No more that strawberry.
which is my favorite flavor. No, it's not. Oh, hey, how you? Okay. And then Pokole T says, how's it, gangy? Real fun video of One Wheel Gas Station, Andy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a short that we put out, right? Yeah, I know. My favorite is this last one, though. The one about the drug case.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's from yesterday. So, gang, what we do is we take this show and then afterwards, I put it up basically in its entirety as a video on demand on the YouTube side, right? But I also try to edit out a short and put it in another playlist so people get an idea of what we're doing here.
Yeah, try to draw people to the podcast so you guys can please ask your friends and family to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're almost at that 30,000.
We're about 150 shy right now.
So share the podcast to your friends and family. Tell them about it. Spread the word so we can get to that milestone.
I appreciate that too. Tina Kim, mahalo for being here. Okay. Oh, Lewis Company from Las Vegas. Ooh, I don't seem to remember Lewis Company, but of course I don't have them all memorized. Yeah. Right? Because I used to have a memory. Now I have an iPhone, so. That's how it works.
I just asked my daughter what I said last time.
Is she back from the continent?
No, she comes back Saturday. Today in Detroit, though. Her brother took her to the shooting range. So I was like, please be careful. Please.
Shooting range?
Yeah.
I don't know. His siblings at a shooting range sounds like a problem to me. Yeah. Oh, that time you didn't steal my teddy bear.
Well, he's always been a responsible, even as a young kid. He's an adult now, but her brother, Kamako, is always a very responsible person. So if anybody I'm going to trust him. Yeah.
Does he know it's Ice Cream Wednesday?
My daughter does, so hopefully she shared it with him.
Did I say hi to Joseph here from Sparks, Nevada? I cannot remember.
Nope, you're saying it for the first time
How's it, Joseph? Mahalo for being here.
Nuclear isotope, about a 43 says, smash the like button.
Smash the like button. Yeah, that's Devin's bodyguard right here. Yeah. Look, see, they come in pairs. Yeah, I know. Mean. How come when I click on? Oh, there she. I'm sorry, she was had to let 43's hand go before she could come on. Yeah. And that's how it works. Aloha, Anna. Aloha, no. How you, Mama Sean? Okay.
Yeah. JP Source. Wow, getting so fancy. I remember when you first started. Humble beginnings.
Yeah. If for those of you who may not know, but about 3.5 years ago, I accidentally went online. I was trying to do something. I went, what's this button for? Pink! And I went, am I live? And then chat started popping up, and that was the beginning of it.
Wow.
And then I did 500 shows in a row from that day. That's the one she was talking about at 7 a.m. So, with the time difference, because we went on at 6.
Yeah,
6
Hawaii
in
time.
Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, Louis Cole was saying, Cole is my last name.
Oh, I'm sorry, not company. Oh.
You must have heard that a lot, though, in school, huh?
Must be. No. I was going to say, how did you avoid putting the period after call?
Yeah. When the teacher call you, it's like, excuse me, teacher.
Yeah.
I am a company.
Yeah.
We'll buy this school, settle down, and be incorporated.
It's not company? No, it's corporation.
Ooh, boom.
Oh, you got to go with the C-O-R-P.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay. Hey, here's our friend.
What's the matter, Stephen? Is this, we forget.
Mata.
I forget, is it Stephen or Stephen?
I say Stephen.
Yeah, I'll say Stephen then. You're both. What's the matter, Stephen?
John Palmer, I was in the Navy. Pearl, I will ask my Dinkin mates to look at your YouTube. Mahalo. Yeah, I would appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. And you know what? Let's do our first... we got to say hi to our front row hottie. Felicia, how you?
Fresh from the oven, chocolate chip cookie with Tony's ice cream.
Ooh, it is Ice Cream Wednesday. Yes. Dare we do ice cream and cookie Wednesday?
Oh.
I don't know.
That going to lead to what? Diabetic coma Thursday.
No, it'll lead to sit-ups.
I hope so.
And that's worse.
Oh, what's the matter with you? I like that name better. That's gonna be his name now.
Wasamata.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, if he was Korean, he could be Wasamata you and spell it, the Korean spelling. I don't know. Okay, we have this first editorialized video, and this one is about what they're calling raised crosswalks, which essentially are speed bumps.
Yes.
But they are also meant to draw attention to where pedestrians walk. A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't.
And the state plans a rapid expansion of raised pedestrian crosswalks.
Our Eddie Dowd has new reaction on the speed humps and new numbers on crashes.
The first raised pedestrian crosswalks were installed here in Kalihi in 2019.
Those guys get good shirts, man.
Yeah.
They have sponsors. I never hear about them.
Usually at the end, they might say stuff.
Transportation officials say there are now more than 130 in the state, with dozens more on the way.
I enjoyed the replay of Munchie Monday.
At the end of the day, the raised pedestrian crosswalks are about saving lives.
Hawaii's transportation director says the state and city will install nearly 60 more raised crosswalks in the next year. And he says communities that were worried they would slow traffic flow have been blessed with fewer crashes.
Wow.
This Nanakuli stretch averaged 11 crashes a year before the speed humps, and then 5 in the year after.
Some involving cars.
And that's not just Nanakuli. That's in the 134 locations that we built these throughout the state. So based on that, it's working.
This crosswalk outside Waikiki Private School in Salt Lake is up next. The vice principal showed us how difficult it is to cross the street during the evening rush hour. It took us minutes before cars stopped to let us cross.
Years ago, a parent was walking with their child to school, and a car was driving by, and the tire flew off of the car and hit the child in the face.
What? Wait. Poor child.
Wow. What kind of and what happened to the kid? You think?
I mean, she didn't say die, so it must have been hospital job for. I mean,
What if it was someone just slightly bruised?
no, the tire was damaged.
They would charge the boy.
If it'll deter the speeders from speeding and protecting our babies at Waikiki School, I'm all for it.
There are already 10 raised crosswalks in Kailua and Kaneohe. A new one will be installed on Kamehameha Highway outside the Windward City Shopping Center.
Hi, Marmac. Saw you on Mad Statter stream.
Marmac.
I mean, I know there's a lot of foot traffic here because I know a lot of people do walk to work like right there. So
What's that brother carrying? Is that a tripod or?
A tripod and looks like a file cabinet.
I think that's a good idea. And a lot of times people don't stop here.
But even some who support the traffic measures say the state shouldn't get too carried away.
Don't get too crazy with it. I've been on the west side, and they have quite a bit of speed bumps there.
Yeah.
I'm mainly surprised about like locations. I honestly thought when they first started to roll them out that they would be more at the schools. And so when they started to put them on like the highways, like Kalanianaole Highway, I was like kind of confused.
So I'm happy to take the flak because the data is showing that this is working really, really well.
That was a good edit. You know, when they started putting it on Kalanianaole or whatever, I'm welcome to take the flag. Cool.
Who else
And
are
I'm
going to
hopeful
blame?
that all the people who are concerned about this system
Wasn't me.
see that it's working.
The DOT says each raised pedestrian crosswalk costs anywhere between $50,000 to $150,000, depending.
How can that little bump of asphalt cost $150,000?
Must be really good quality tar.
I don't know.
On
best
the road
asphalt
it goes
ever.
on. If you do the math, that's more than $6 million for the 130 already in Hawaii, but officials say it's money well spent.
How can they afford that when council members need money?
Oh, yeah. Save that money and pay more council members.
Look at this and lay them out there. Rick S. is 150,000. No way.
That's
I know,
crazy.
it's amazing.
That's crazy.
And the state plans a rapid expansion of raised pedestrian crosswalks.
Our Eddie Dowd has new reaction
played
on
it.
the speed humps and
did
new
it?
numbers on crashes.
Oh, man. It felt like it was brand new to me.
No, I don't like it so much.
On a hole.
I knew it. I was like, whoa, whoa, not again.
You know, that's the problem. You memorize everything.
Except my script.
It's a curse.
But I don't like it. I mean, if it saves lives, then it's good.
Yeah.
But then, like the lady said, don't get carried away.
Well, they want us, instead of
Going to the target, the areas that they've been, like Poly, coming down the Poly from the tunnel to town. Yeah, there's been people getting hit there. Put them there.
I don't know if you remember they tried putting those what they call them bot dots, a whole bunch of them. So when you're coming down, it would go.
Oh yeah.
Remember, and it would remind you that there was a light coming
Yeah.
up. So and people would slow down for the light because they were forgetting. And the residents in the area went, "You're driving us nuts!"
Yeah, because they hit the
constantly.
Now they have the strip. It's just a small, long strip, a few of them before you reach that bump or that raised crosswalk. But I mean, I don't think it's like when you're in school and then they go, the kids that aren't doing well, then you have to make these certain rules so that they can do well. The remedial class or whatever. That's what this is. They're saying, Hawaii, you guys keep hitting people. We're going to put up these big speed bumps all over the place so you guys slow down. So I blame Hawaii drivers.
I think what you're trying to say is stop enabling people.
Well, Hawaii should stop running people
He's
over.
off again.
Yeah. Hawaii should stop running people over so they don't keep making these
Hi, Patricia.
darn things.
Aloha, Kailua girl from Vancouver Island, BC. I have a Vancouver video, right? If you'd like to see that, let me know. I'm sure you haven't been to Kailua in a while. It has changed, believe it or not.
They got raised side crosswalks now. So slow down.
They were infant crosswalks, and then they raised them.
Well, it rains over there a lot, so they grow.
They grow. That's what it is. I knew it was something. Oh, hey, James has good insight. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, here's the other part that I probably, I know I'm starting to turn into that person who's grumbling, but they don't make them bright so you can see. So it almost surprises you if you don't go through that neighborhood. Like I was going down, one of the first ones they put up was Fort Weaver Road in Eva. And I'm going, and all of a sudden, oh snap, is that a bump? But it's too late to slow down, and I hit it. So they don't paint it a bright color so that we see it as drivers.
It reminds me of that golf joke, because I think they do that on purpose because you hit one, you go, whoa, hard to see. I better keep my eyes open, and it raises your awareness, right? The golf joke is the guy goes, I'll bet you $100, but I get 2 gotchas. And the guy goes, what? Okay, good, you got it. He says, so he's about, and he goes, gotcha! And he, oh man, first hole, first swing, gotcha. Well, when's the next one coming? You gotta wait. So if you're a golfer, you'll get why that's a bummer. Andy, did you meet Tom Selleck? Yes, I did, Jerry. I have a Tom Selleck story. I wonder if he wants me to tell it, though. Well, very quick.
Sure.
I ran into him in Waikiki. A friend of mine owned a, for lack of a better word, strip bar. Right? So he goes, hey, you guys, come on in, Mike Treat, come on in, Mike. I went, what? Tom goes, let's go check it out. I went, what? I'm going into a strip bar. It was a classy one, but yeah. But anyway, so we're sitting down, and the girls are dancing, and you tip them. That's why they let us in for free. Well, so I tip $1, he tips $5. I tip $5, he tips $10. This goes up till it's like we're at $20 each. I went, I'm out of here, man. You got a series.
Yeah, you don't have that Magnum PI money.
Yeah. But he was doing it just to be nice, basically. And then when I left, he walked out with me. Yeah, so.
So he's a one-upper kind of guy.
He was just having fun, yeah. And this was the height of his thing. But basically a really nice guy. And then he produced a TV series and hired me for that. It didn't take off, but still, again.
Well, I still watch him to this day. Blue Bloods is one of my favorite shows.
Yes.
I love that show.
Have you folks seen one of Andy's Waianae videos? Don't know what that means.
Random statements.
Oh my, PI money, exactly, to the max. Okay, so this next editorialized video, you know all the problems we've been having in Waikiki. Right?
So many.
So many, right? Well, the governor decided to do something very unusual because there's such a shortage of police officers. I think they're 300 down from where they should be, right? Well, hired private security for Waikiki. Check this out.
The city is trying something new to target crime at night in Waikiki, hiring private security guards to help patrol.
Our chief investigative reporter, Lynn Kawano, spent a night with the team and gives us an exclusive look at their role in the tourist district and how long the pilot project will last. The patrol started last month as a way to fill the gaps of HPD shortages.
Because most of them don't patrol, they just hang out. They got all the cars parked. What a segue.
Waikiki at night.
Where people walk really fast.
Very fast.
Street traffic, foot traffic. Crowds attract crime. Keeping people safe in the state's crown jewel takes more than just on-duty Honolulu police officers.
I agree, Roger. I love those Jesse Stone series.
Ma'am, you okay? Hi, hello.
That's why off-duty officers working for Matt Levi Security have now been added to the area of Kuhio Beach Park.
Matt Levi Security. You remember Matt Levi?
But these are off-duty HPD people?
Yeah. They hire them, you know, they get side hustle.
So
why don't they just, I know what you're saying.
Was it the overtime? They didn't want to pay overtime or?
I think there probably are different rules or whatever. And who better, you know?
True.
They patrol the section of Waikiki
and most of them have their own golf carts.
Wow.
Between the zoo and the substation.
Hello. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good. How's it going? Just reminding you guys that at 12 o'clock the beach closes, okay?
And they all know how to...
Those guys look like they're there only temporarily.
Yeah, they're moonbathing.
to approach someone that might be committing a crime, approach someone that doesn't look like they belong, and to get them off. So they use that kind of presence about them to really make a difference.
A total of 4 guards work from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah, Jerry, Matt Levi was an investigative reporter here, and he would go after people that didn't, you know, others didn't have the courage to go after. Strong brother, and I think martial artist too. Ooh.
7 nights a week. The city's contract with Matt Levi Security is for 6 months. Federal post-pandemic recovery funds are covering the $450,000 price tag. This is the first time the city has hired private security to patrol Waikiki.
People are going to say, why are we spending taxpayer dollars when we have police officers?
This is a value proposition. It's not about what things cost. For everyone, for our local people, again, when they go down there, not have to worry about being hassled, our businesses, which we need to succeed, and certainly our tourists.
HPD is short nearly 400 officers. That's close to 20% of the force.
HPD has to care for the entire district, the entire Waikiki.
Overall crime in Waikiki was up last year over 2021, which was still under COVID restrictions. There were 4 murders in 2022, double from the year prior. Also up, aggravated assault, larceny, and theft. Property crimes like burglary and robbery dropped. The Waikiki Business Improvement District says this year's crime numbers are down so far, and business owners believe they'll drop more with the addition of the private security, which supports HPD.
So far, everybody's been pretty good. No kickback at all for us. And if
great quality on this video, don't you think?
It's funny. Let me go here. Okay, drive now. There we go. I got you.
So then we have HPD, readily available to come and assist us.
The guards did not want their faces shown because they still weren't plain clothes for the department. The mayor has not ruled out extending the contract if needed.
The private security patrols will continue through November 30th.
Plain clothes, which is, I guess you could call that undercover, but like they make, excuse me, they make the drug buys and that kind of stuff.
So they go, hey, you on cop? You go, no, not on cop. Like, oh, wait, you the security guard at Waikiki?
I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
You the security guard there? Oh, time's hard. Here, have some on me. No purchase necessary.
Wait a minute now. Here, Rick says, but remember, those 400 unfilled cop positions are probably still on the city budget for the whole year. I don't know how that works, but I know that body count wise, there are 400 unfulfilled. But did you notice they said there's 4 of these guys?
Yeah.
In Waikiki, 4 of them, they hang out too. How come?
Well, I think 4 are on duty at a time. So I think there's.
But still, big
rotating.
Waikiki is.
Yeah, but I mean, true.
Yeah.
But probably most of the problem is by the beach.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And those guys that sleep there, like, hey, you got to be out of here by 12. That's the last thing that guy wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Oh no, I would have been all right if it was HPD, but it's a security guard. I better go. Hey, unplug your phone from the charger that we all share.
Call back. 4 plus HPD. You're right, Roger. I hadn't thought about that. It's the HPD, and these guys pick up the slack. Okay, Barry, you can control the beach, cause.
Oh yeah.
So smart guy. Thank you, Roger.
Yeah.
Bailed us out on that one. Okay.
Well,
So Matt isn't a reporter anymore? No, he hasn't been a reporter for. Do you remember Matt Levi? Okay, so that means 10 years at least he hasn't. He was a tough brother too. I used to love his reports because he'd go after gang violence in the in the projects are a terrible thing, and these guys be like, hey, bro, and how long have you been in this gang? He wouldn't even blink an eye because he knows, bro.
And I noticed red is your favorite color.
Really? Oh, man. Oh, so, yeah. COVID recovery money, different funds and sources. Oh, yeah, they did mention that. Oh, man.
Well, the main thing is that it's not more expensive than hiring more police, right? I mean, is it what nobody wants to be police anymore, or are they just not getting paid enough?
It's to get a real police officer, right, to fill that thing. You have to train them. They have to go through the academy. They have to. These guys are already minted. Yeah. So the guy goes, "Hey, Brian, don't put me on camera, and I'll just go make some side hustle."
So not enough people in Hawaii qualified to become police officers, or on Oahu, I guess, qualified to become HPD.
Look, they don't want to be. It used to be you couldn't get in the class.
Yeah, I remember.
But now there's like 4 people graduating a class or something.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
That's gonna be tough when a lot of the guys start retiring.
Oh yeah,
a lot of holes are gonna be 400 and then 500, 600.
It might be a generational thing. These guys are like, well, I could be a cop or a YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
Let
me get my TikTok.
Give me 1 margarita and I'll bust you on the beach. Give me 2 margaritas and I'll extend my reach. Give me. Sorry.
Yeah, before my time.
No, that's hot on you don't see those shorts. That's the thing about shorts. Like one song will go nuts.
Yeah.
I think that's anyway. No benefits or retirement. Oh, that might be it. The Archies, yes. I mean, that's one of. I do the shorts thing because we make shorts, so I'm always flipping through there to see what's going on, and I like Sugar by the Archies. I'm so sick of it now.
I'm a TikToker, so I watch a lot of TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been watching Miss Maisel's dance go crazy.
Oh, man, there's always one. Yeah. Other states have been giving better offers to HPT officers for years. For many, they go here, they stay home, they go through the academy, they become a cop, and then they move to Oregon and get more money. Yeah. Some of the problem is the people's constant criticism of officers.
I think you're going to get it anyways, no matter where you are as a police officer.
And then there's the whole getting shot part.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part.
I mean, for the money they make, well, okay, here's a Kevlar vest. bra.
Let me check my checking account.
You
Ooh.
you got a Kevlar, COVID mask?
Maybe some of the Congress, they got the raise. Maybe they can go for HPV.
Yeah, I almost clipped Augie's video about returning the money.
Oh.
Augie and a couple other of us, they took the money and then they put it back in the general fund. And everyone goes, why didn't you just, donate it to somebody? He goes, because it's taxpayers' dollar. And if I put it back in the fund, it goes to fund something else for taxpayers. I went, wow.
Maybe get more security guards.
Seattle cops are paid a lot, over $300,000 a year.
I don't blame these guys for leaving.
What? $300,000 a year?
Yeah, and here we are podcasting, making $20 a month.
You make that much?
Well, somebody pays me outside.
Why you gotta brag? Okay, we are almost there. We're at 29.8. Yeah, I think it's the figure was 150 just to get to 30,000.
Subscribe
on the YouTube side, right?
It's free.
And speaking of pimping stuff out, let's see if I can hit the right button and do is. No, that's not it. That's
Mendoza.
No, where do I have these? Oh, I forget to. I'm talking to myself.
Ooh.
Okay, here.
Hey.
We will be in Renton, Washington on August 19th. Tell your friends. And I'm getting serious criticism for this poster because people are going, they don't know that it's a stand-up comedy show. They think you're going to do a podcast there.
Oh.
So I did another version of it. And then the promoter basically nixed this poster completely and went with his and did not include Mad Statter on the poster.
Oh.
I know. So but guess what? I was, I can't think of the word. Yeah.
Hey, how about that milkshake?
No, I'm trying to think of the word. It was vetoed.
Wow.
Oh, no, come on. Now I can't turn it off. Oh, there it is. Boom. But anyway, we'll be in Renton. And the week after that, we're working on Sacramento. Still haven't pulled the trigger on it, but we'll see. Okay, so if you're in Sacramento, stay tuned because that's on the 19th. The following Saturday after that, we're working on Sacramento. So we should know in a couple days if that's going to happen. Okay? Yeah. Hey, Sam. Aloha no. Talking to yourself is, all right, just no answer.
Well, some days you got to answer. Right?
He has one of those avatars that look good if I do it just right like that. Hey, how's it? Hey, how are you? My name is Sam. Ka'anohi o Kalani. Oh my goodness.
Ka'anohi o Kalani.
Ka'anohi o Kalani.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Ahoy. Yeah, you get the ahoy at the end.
After my milkshake, I like to wash it down with some Hawaii volcanic water.
Yeah.
Go to hawaiivolcanic.com. Naturally alkaline water from premium artesian wells. Bipono, do what's right. This is made with recycled plastic.
Yeah, and I have mine right here.
Yeah, hawaiivolcanic.com.
Is your bottle bigger than my bottle?
Yeah, but it's more the motion of the ocean.
I'm not touching that line.
But I mean, while we're on this subject, Oahu Golf Apparel, thank you for this very large shirt that you made for me. This is 6X. Go to oahugolfapparel.com. Big people, get yourselves some nice, comfortable, light and flexible shirts that come with a collar. So you can wear it anywhere you like, special places and all.
Wow. And I'd like to thank Savers for my shirt.
Yeah. It costs tax.
People think I'm joking. That's where I buy most of my stuff. Savers. In fact,
my daughter,
90% of it, easy.
My daughter goes to Goodwill.
Yeah, me too. I grew up on it, and I hated it as a kid.
Yes.
And then I grew up and went, What? How much does a shirt cost? I mean, I have a bunch of Tory Richards shirts, right? I buy them for like $10, $15 at Savers. They're $130 brand new. That's a difference.
Good deal. That's a good deal.
But do your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard?
Yes, it's a song. It's just a song that's out there
that young people listen to.
Yeah, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and it's better than yours. That's right, it's better than yours.
Oh, give me one vanilla milkshake, and I'll stick it in my face.
Well, I guess that's the remix.
Oh, cool plaid shirt, Andy. Oh, well, thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. Yeah. It was this harkens back to my motorcycle days when I would wear this I have a leather vest I put over it, and it looks.
And when you want to look Mexican.
That's right, but button it all the way up and then unbutton it from right here.
That's
right. I like that look. I lived in Echo Park with Paul Rodriguez, and I was checking out their style. They got some style, and they got some guys there that starch their pants till they just
stand on his own.
Yeah, exactly. And but they don't sit down, and they just cruise. They look. I was like, wow, they got style.
They stand in 1 foot back here and 1 foot in front like that.
All right. Linda Leo, how you? Okay, Onenun is so true. And what did he say that was true? We're going to go back up there and we're going to say, remember when we would question the sanity of people seemingly talking to themselves? Now we just think they have Bluetooth. Yep.
I used to say that to people who talk to themselves on the bus.
Yeah.
I said, hey, get one phone. It doesn't have to be on or working. Put them by your ear and talk all you like to yourself.
But a lot of people did? I mean, like mentally unstable?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, got it.
The vatos know how to dress sharp.
Yeah.
Matt Statter.
Oh, well, there she is.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, man.
Yeah.
And every woman crazy about a vato who eats starch pants.
Hey.
I had to think for a second there, but you could see it coming.
Yeah.
It's like
I was waiting for it.
Thank you.
And it came.
I appreciate that. Okay, the native Hawaiians are being priced out of paradise. Now, we've been talking a lot about the prices. Remember, there was affordable housing, and because if a studio apartment for only $1,500 a month, and then someone, the next one we did, they said, guess what? A house, affordable house was $500, and people were going, well, now we're going to talk.
You bring that up, that house that apartment building, their affordable apartment building they're making in Halava.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what they said, like a couple hundred units? Is that what they said?
Something like that.
And I didn't think about this. I coach IAEA football, and the kids from Halava go to IAEA High School.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, that's going to be so many football players coming to IAEA.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for it.
Oh,
yeah,
you can't wait for that.
I didn't think about that. I was like, wait a minute. This could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, for the football program.
Yeah.
But there are, in this native Hawaiians being priced out of paradise thing, take a guess how many people are on the native Hawaiian, land waiting list.
Oh, my gosh.
Just a random guess, and then I'll hit the button.
Let's say 1,300.
30,000.
Oh, my gosh.
The city is trying something new.
Well, some homes on Oahu are overpriced, especially for those who can barely afford to get by. ABC's Ava Pilgrim tells us how the state is now hoping to prevent Native Hawaiians from getting priced out of paradise.
In Oahu, 30 minutes outside of Honolulu, the asking price of this home is over $1 million. That price.
Can you imagine people from like Atlanta looking at that going, $1 million?
Yeah.
Simply is not affordable for many native Hawaiians.
Most of the folks that really want to stay, they always want to build their own families within the culture of Hawaii. And it's just going to be living paycheck to paycheck. And it's a very hard lifestyle.
Most of the native Hawaiians looking to move to Vegas are first-time buyers hoping to give their kids and their parents a better life.
they want to give back to their parents. Even if it means that they have to come and live in Las Vegas with me, but at least I can give them a better quality of life. I can take care of paying for everything now with my job. So it is a good situation.
I didn't understand. She can pay for it? Or she's just talking about her family?
Oh, she's talking about people in general that move to the mainland.
But she said, I can pay for it and I can provide because I have a good job.
I think she's talking about in the other person.
Oh, in third person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
But it is sad.
Governor Josh Green says keeping Hawaii accessible to those who've lived on this land for generations is important.
My wife, who's Native Hawaiian and Japanese, grew up in Kaneohe. My children are part Native Hawaiian, so I'm already anticipating how it will affect all of our families, including my own.
But Hawaii is the most expensive state to live in the United States. The cost of living is 86% higher than the national average, with the cost of housing an astounding 207% higher than the national average.
207% higher.
Wow.
Want any outmigration, we need our young people to stay. We're working on economic development. We're working on making Hawaii the most diverse place in the world, which it is actually. It's just too expensive for many people.
Efforts to protect Hawaiians date back over 100 years. In 1920, the federal government set aside 200,000 acres of former lands owned by the royal family and the state for Native Hawaiians. All because the then Hawaiian prince, Jonah Kahio Kalanianeole, wrote
Look at that handsome bugger.
Yeah, like a nice dash.
Mean, huh?
to the U.S. Senate that the only way to rehabilitate the race was to place them back upon the soil. Fast forward to today, and those 200,000 acres are still being doled out by the government.
And all brother got was one highway named after him.
Program called the Hawaiian Homelands. Some islands, like Oahu, have a 30,000 person wait list.
30 grand.
And that was Ava Pilgrim reporting, and will continue to follow the challenges of being priced out of paradise.
Wow. 30,000. My dad was on that list.
Never got one.
He died. You know, and that happens to a lot of people. They just, you know, they hey, I'm on the list. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that was confusing. Yeah, Jerry. Believe me, you're not the only one that thinks so. Ooh, Roger Sasaki, 900 is very reasonable, very much so. Yeah. You know, I remember when that was the going rate for a studio in Waikiki was about 1,000. You know what I mean? And now it's 2,000, 1,700.
Yeah,
for a studio?
I think in the 90s when I had a studio apartment in Waikiki, it was like almost 600.
Yeah, yeah.
And then went to a 2-bedroom apartment in Kamuki on 19th floor, electricity included, for $800 for 2 bedrooms.
Wow.
And this is in 95, 96.
And
now,
if you still lived there, it would be 3,700. I know. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. I'm out of milkshake.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be right back.
I think that podcast should end.
And if I do the straw thing, and I have one of those reggae instruments.
And it's just me and water now.
Give me one vanilla milkshake and I'll drink me some water. Me too. I'm gonna have some water. When you speak, drinking a milkshake is not the best thing. In fact, Mad Statter on her show was talking about how she was having, trouble with her voice.
Oh, because of ice cream, or just in general?
In general, for some reason. And Mad Statter, you're gonna hate this because she's going, I don't like it. Hot water and honey. And I do it on every show, but I can feel when I'm drinking something cold, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It makes a big difference. So now I'm going to put something hot and see how that works.
Yeah, Aretha Franklin, when she performs, no AC and room temperature water. When I was working a help desk and taking calls after calls for hours, I just have a thing of honey and just drink the honey.
That's what I'm doing here. Yeah. And when I'm in Vegas, off with the air conditioning, get the window open if you can. And same thing. Yeah. 300 on Kipapa Drive, Mililani, 1980. 300?
Wow.
Let's keep up right out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1980.
Whew, fine. Hot water and honey. I'll do it again. I'm not teasing you, Mad Stutter. She didn't like the taste of it.
The taste of honey?
Tasting much sweeter than wine.
Just find honey that you like. Honey. Just find a honey that you like.
Hi, come here often?
Hey, honey girl.
You know what? I hadn't thought about that. There are different flavored honeys.
Yeah, because there's some that they don't even make them from bees, right?
What?
Yeah, it's like different.
AI honey.
Well, that would have like 13 fingers.
Oh. I'm a big fan of honey.
Yeah.
James, we're all looking for a honey.
Yeah. Yeah, at night before I go to bed, I usually have a black tea with honey.
And Devin, before she goes to bed, she has 43.
Aye.
I think she has 43. There are 43 flavors of honey, I guess. Evidently. That's probably what she meant.
Maybe not before bed, but maybe in bed.
Stop! Okay, one thing about living in Hawaii is the weather. Maybe a small house, but you spend a lot of time outside. You know, that's my theory on hotel rooms. You know, when I go to Vegas or I'm on the road, we can get you a beautiful hotel room. I'm not going to be in it.
Yeah, that just holds my clothes.
Yeah, I'm going to go there and check in, go do the sound check, go to a Denny's, come back, sleep, and then go to the airport.
And sometimes I don't even leave my bag in the hotel room. I just go there, take a nap, go to the show with my bag.
Yeah, and you know, I'm Mr. Fleabag Hotel. You know, here's a trick. If you were like stay at Motel 6s in these dumps, you know that you're just going to hit and run the next day. You know, when I was on my motorcycle.
But if a Motel 6 wants to, sponsor us, you're not a dump. But you carry on.
I didn't say that. I didn't call them. Well, yeah, but here's what it is. Because even 5-star hotels have bed bugs.
Yeah, yeah.
So number one, you should check, and there's a way to do that. There's a bunch of videos. But the pro trick, when you get into the room, take your bags and put them in the bathroom. Right? And if there's, if it's dry, put them in the tub. Because what happens is bed bugs, if you open it on your bed, they'll crawl in because they'll, and then you take them to the next place you go. But if you put them in your bathroom and then check the mattress and go, oh, and believe me, I'm going, can I get another room here? Because I got roommates,
If we're all gonna stay here, they're gonna kick in on this payment.
Well, you get credit card. I know exactly, and we were I was on the road with Frank de Lima, and he was in the room next to mine, and he came out the next morning and went, look at this, and his legs and his arms, and he had and I went, oh man.
That's the thing. I have like shark skin, so they don't really bite me. So
because you bite back.
Well, they break their insect teeth, but I never thought about that. Putting in
yeah, well, because there's the bed bugs don't like that environment. It's too cold.
I've had that situation where my bag was in some place, and in roaches, I took roaches home, and all of a sudden I was like, where all these roaches came from? And they came out of my bag.
Right.
Geez.
So that's the whole deal.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of wonderful. Maybe we should make a video, a Road Monster video.
Road Monster video.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in fact, we'll shoot that when we go on the road.
What Keone is saying. I was given Brazilian honey from stingless bees. Tasted fermented, slightly alcoholic, but that is its natural state.
Oh. I wonder what you do with that.
Yeah, and above there, the bowl. Some are fake honey made from sugar or high fructose corn syrup. Get a real honey coagulates. Interesting.
Coagulation is good.
I'm guessing.
I don't know.
I don't even know what that does.
I'm looking at my cup. Are they lumps on the bottom or something? I like it though. And it's just, I used to put lemon, and now I just like hot water and honey.
Yeah, I don't really like the lemon in there. I'm honey and tea.
It could be the Hawaiian volcanic.
Felicia. Now everybody in the chat is itchy.
I know. Okay. Remember when you were in elementary school? You remember the uku combs? Did you ever have that?
The metal ones?
No, they were bamboo, but there was no space.
Oh, the
so
bamboo,
you stick them in and you go, and then you look. I know. Honey, real honey turns to crystals.
Oh, interesting.
I knew a girl named Crystal. She started out, hey, how's it, honey?
But she ain't coagulate, so she got kicked out of school.
Okay, let's do another. We're rapping extemporaneously here. We have about 10 minutes left in the show, but you're gonna love this one. You know, we've talked many times about the teacher shortage.
Yes.
And my wife, you know, works at a school, taught for years, 3rd and 4th graders. Well, they came up with a solution, and I think you're gonna like this. Check this out.
First at 4:30, a big boost for the depleted ranks of Hawaii teachers as the state welcomed 80 experienced teachers from the Philippines. Daryl Huff explains why the Department of Education believes they will adjust well here in the islands. Daryl.
Ash, the DOE says it's going to begin the school year with about 300 teacher vacancies. So the 80 teachers welcomed from the Philippines today is significant, and the department says it's not worried about either cultural or language issues with this group.
Thank you so much for being here.
To get here, these teachers had to compete for a J1 visa. Their credentials screened by an international evaluations company, and most have advanced degrees equal to U.S. universities and classroom experience teaching in English.
So, where you holding the microphone?
Maybe that's what she's doing.
We really have the best of the best coming to work.
I'm just trying to get a teacher job so I can stop touring with Ice Cube.
For us, which is really amazing for our students.
To overcome the shortage of housing for teachers, they'll mostly be staying in private homes.
What?
I was
How does that work?
I don't know. But you said Ice Cube. I was thinking she raps with 50 cents.
50
Sorry,
that's
Filipino.
way better. No, it's way better. Way better.
Everyone in Hawaii has opened their doors to help house these 80 teachers.
They now hope to be equally welcomed in classrooms, and were warned today that they won't have the same management tools as they did in the Philippines, like physical punishment.
I was a teacher in the...
Look at this girl's glasses. I was looking at it when I was making this video. Does she have lenses in there?
I don't see any lenses in there. But if she's from Philippines, she was, you know, you don't want glasses in there because of the physical punishment. You might break your glasses.
No. But tell me if you guys think she has glass in those glasses.
Philippines too, and our ways there were very different from the ways of disciplining students here. Here you can still be very firm, but really loving and kind.
Look at she's all blurry, her vision.
Yeah, because no more lenses.
No more lenses.
But wouldn't they just be called frames instead of glasses?
I've been framed.
Always smiling.
Well, honestly speaking, I'm intimidated. You know, we do corporate punishment. We can discipline them verbally, like that. In America, you need to adapt. Okay, and by adapting, you can also learn from them.
These two teachers are heading for Kauai's Chiefest Kamakahele Middle School and are looking forward to adapting to curriculum and kids and cultures different from home.
We are family here, and that's the culture that I would like to inculcate with different students and with the culture or with the school that I will be teaching to.
As I was in the plane, the other day, I can see a lot of Asian people, and then I told myself, okay, you can do it. If they can do it, this Asian, just like me, then I can also do it.
And for DOE, their success is important both to address a chronic teaching shortage with international teachers and for the kids, especially from immigrant families.
Wow, that teacher looks like me. That teacher knows what my family is going through, my community is, and that's powerful for our students.
The J1 visa program offers up to 5 years of work as a teacher in the U.S. and an opportunity to seek immigrant status. And the DOE says it expects their number in Hawaii could grow into the hundreds. Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
imagine you come from the Philippines, right? And a lot of people do, right? And you have a young child, and you're all worried about him, being in a public school because you can't afford it anymore. And then you get a teacher from the Philippines. Like, wow. I mean, that's the first thing that I thought of, because there's a lot of that going on in Waipahu.
I wonder what they thought coming to, I guess they thinking they're coming to America, not necessarily coming to Hawaii, to think that there aren't many Asians here. I mean, like, she was surprised, like, oh, there's many Asians here. That one teacher.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't picked up on that.
So they probably was thinking like Wisconsin or something. So they're like,
I don't think so. Because the Philippines and Hawaii, they have a strong bond.
Yeah.
A lot of people are here and send money back.
Right.
There, so
is it Balik Bayan? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know. They got those
boxes they send.
Yeah. So I don't know, but whatever, she seemed positive, and they did seem like nice people. Yeah. And they've all taught before. These aren't like first-year teachers.
A lot of my friends that grew up in Philippines.
Yeah.
They all have really high education before they come here. And they come here and they see us and they're like, wow, you guys don't know much, do you?
Well, that is one thing about the Filipino people. They have the work ethic.
Yeah.
That there's just no denying that. Yeah. every time I think of my dad up at 4 a.m. starting the welder, and every time I hear that, I don't know if you ever heard that exhaust pipe, and it has that little cap on it, so ring, and it goes ding, ding, and then when it idles down, it goes ding, 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 ding. Whenever I hear that ding, 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 that was my alarm. And when I was a kid, I thought, I hear that ding, 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 right?
Time for school.
Well, no, time for work.
When my daughter was when she was like going to preschool, we were looking at St. Elizabeth's and then Our Lady of Good Counsel, and then we've heard from other parents that St. Elizabeth's they had Filipino nuns that were teachers, and a lot of them had accents. So
wait, you mean there are religious Filipinos?
Yeah, and they're Catholic.
Alert the media.
So when they taught the kids numbers and alphabets, the kids who are raised here in Hawaii were having Filipino accents because the nuns had Filipino accent.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pipe. Don't forget pipe.
No forget pipe. Oh, that's too funny.
So that's why we chose Our Lady of Good Counsel, which is they had teachers, not the nuns.
Well, Jerry says, my mic is acting weird.
You have a mic too.
I know. Hard for type.
Turn up his mic, Andy.
There we go. How's that? Any better? Wait, hold on. Let me go to the shot so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, here. You feeling better? There?
Oh, I hear him now.
Yeah, there you go. We can read what he types way easier because we would lift his slider up. Okay, they are going to be surprised get so many Filipinos in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, where?
People always laugh when the accent, because then they say like 50 pipe, or I always laugh when the way they say like forward or backward.
Backward.
That always made me laugh, not the F's and the P's and.
Oh, my favorite is anything with Sean on the back, like education.
Yeah. It's always a kid named Sean.
Yeah, it's not education. Education.
Yeah.
Do you have the good education?
Motivation.
Yeah, and you have the motivation.
Identification.
But it's not even Sean. Sometimes it's identification.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. My dad had a bunch of weird of those kind of, like film, he would say film.
Oh, like realtor.
Relator.
Yeah, realtor.
Relator.
Yeah.
My aunties were teachers here in the Bay Area back in the 80s, and some of the kids' students picked up Filipino cuss words.
Oh, that's natural. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like sleep.
Like so many people that aren't Samoans that come up to me and say Samoan bad words. I'm like, hey,
well,
take it easy.
It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's more like they're motivated to remember that.
Okay, we got 2 more items. We may not get to the last one because we're already at the top of the hour here, but let's try this one here. This is how malls in Hawaii are changing. And I say this on the, one day after Amazon Prime Day.
The only Consolidated Theaters location on Maui closed its doors this week
and leaves a large empty space at the Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. The mall's management says community input will help determine what will take over that location as the mall experience has changed over the years. Max Rodriguez follows up.
I thought the same thing.
Consolidated Theaters, occupying one of the largest spaces at Queen Ka'ahumanu Center, shuttering for good after nearly 30 years.
Or just an entertainment center where, you know, people can go in there and do shows.
Yeah.
A spokesperson says the company will focus on investing in areas with higher demand. But for Queen Ka'ahumanu Center, this opens up opportunity.
As we all know, shopping centers across the country and across the global world needs to change to what the times are now.
Yeah.
And right now, people needing more than just...
And this shop would lose its lease and just said, oh, I'm going to set up on the sidewalk then.
It's a place to shop.
We didn't go to the shopping center growing up to, go get our teeth cleaned or to do our taxes. But as we mentioned, the world changes.
Malls around Hawaii and across the nation, not just focusing on retailers, they are putting much more emphasis on services and entertainment. E-commerce also changing the landscape of how people shop.
That's today's mall.
Yeah.
Malls like Forever 21, you don't have that anymore because you can shop online for that.
The Pearl Ridge Center general manager says malls are becoming more of a town center for people.
This guy looks like he would be a villain in a movie.
That eats up malls?
Yeah, let me look at with the bald head right there. Right? So, you want to visit my mall?
Healthcare services.
Here, look, ooh.
Don't let the shirt fool you.
Entertainment. We have over
He's molting.
70 places to eat. You can go to Satellite City Hall. So we're offering pretty much almost everything that our community wants to do.
He sees Pearl Ridge.
But I gotta tell you, that brother, he got a hard job. Imagine going, I gotta compete with Amazon and Netflix.
The internet.
And Uber Eats and, oh my goodness, no easy job.
Center growing into more of a mixed-use facility in the future.
Maybe it's workforce housing, maybe it's hotel, maybe it's an expansion of entertainment options.
Karaoke booth. They're trying to get those Filipino
teachers.
That right there. That's the trap.
Yeah. I think all of those things are possibilities.
As for the space Consolidated Theaters leaves behind at Queen Ka'ahumanu.
Well, Superman foiled the game.
Everything's on the table at the moment.
Oh, look at this, brother.
Oh, that's not one undercover cop.
No, that's right. And look, he got to lean when he stand right there. You know that, brother. He's, what?
Hard day, bro.
And so, again, it just goes back to seeing what is the best use for the space and what the community wants to see. If it's cutting it up, if it's leaving as is.
Max Rodriguez, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Kevin S. says here, movie theaters are having a hard time everywhere. Writer strikes also adversely affecting movie production. Yeah. Streaming post-pandemic. I know.
Yeah. Well, even the streaming, like Secret Invasion by Marvel, that's a Nick Fury series. They don't make it into a movie. They just they stream the series to you. It could be a movie, but no, they stream it.
Nani Aloha. That's one Mall Cop.
Good catch.
Good catch. Yeah. That's all right there.
That's Brada Mall Cop.
Okay, how were we? Oh, let's squeak this last one in. This one is about how Hawaii Island is responding to complaints about tourism.
First at 4 on the Big Island, the Hawaii Tourism Authority has launched 2 new programs to mitigate a visitor hotspot in Keaukaha. It's the second community on the island to establish a steward program after complaints of over-tourism. Mahealani Richardson.
OT.
Over-tourism.
Joins us with the latest. Mahea.
Well, Ash, the bulk of visitor traffic on Hawaii Island is in Kona, but the Hilo side is feeling impacts.
Is she leaning kind of weird?
It's a gangster lean.
Ooh.
Too.
Maybe she's a security guard on her day off.
Oh, she's
New
undercover.
HD.
Yeah.
Programs aim to mitigate visitor impacts and protect natural and cultural resources in Keaukaha. Keaukaha is a unique coastline with a mixture of salt and fresh water, and one of the oldest Hawaiian homestead communities in the state. On this day at Waiuli, also known as Richardson Ocean Park, as kids play, the beach is packed, and we spot a lot of cars in the parking lot and a visitor in trouble brought in by rescuers.
As a community, I can say that we were just in shock and to see our community spaces change in who is using it and who's accessing it.
Residents say, especially on cruise ship days, Keaukaha becomes overrun.
The traffic that comes in from tourism, like especially on ship days, that's when it becomes a problem.
So camera loves this girl. Look at that. Good lighting. Whew.
The Hawaii Tourism Authority launched the Keaukaha Steward pilot and community culture-based education programs. The programs aim to mitigate visitor impacts while protecting natural and cultural resources in Keaukaha. The program will have local stewards stationed at Waiuli and Lehia to educate visitors and try to stop unwanted behaviors.
Our hotspots are areas in the community that have been impacted by tourism, and stewardship programs like this help to mitigate that impact by offering visitors education as well as offering a place to answer any questions they may have.
That solution will be the management of tourism in Keaukaha.
Chigamba, mahalo, and I saw you on Matt Statter's stream too.
We need to identify a carrying capacity. We need to identify community and how we're feeling about it.
She's mad. But you can tell because, by the way, she pronounced identify. Identify.
Well, also her eyebrows.
Ooh, yeah.
There's a part that doesn't have eyebrows, but she's still making eyebrows.
Oh, man.
By the shadow.
That with, staccato delivery.
Yeah.
And you know you're in trouble.
You adding things up.
Now, that pilot program began in May and will end this December. HTA has allocated $150,000 for the programs. I'm Mahealani Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
$150,000, that'll handle it.
Hey, if not, you can make a raised crosswalk.
Just stop the tourists from walking over there.
But just one.
Yeah. Yeah, that lean is really bugging me. I know.
She's leaning in like when you're taking pictures, you're the person on the end, and you're leaning in like, hey.
I don't know what's going on. Waiuli is the remains of a mo'o, giant lizard that fought with Pele.
Oh.
You think about tourism, though, and especially there and places like they were just shooting, it's truly a double-edged sword. You want their money, but you don't want them, acting like tourists.
Well, you want their money, you just don't want them all in a big group.
Yeah.
Like in one place.
Yeah, doing tourist things. Yeah, I know. I went fishing there.
Nice.
I caught 2 tourists.
Yeah.
One was big. Ooh.
And one I threw back.
Really too young. I had to let them go. Catch and release. You want their money, you just don't want them.
Yeah, just send.
Ooh. Reminds me, and I can't tell you how many times I think of this. I was on a flight, right, and up late, and I couldn't sleep, and I was talking to a flight attendant, and she said at one point, "This would be a great job if it wasn't for all these passengers."
I agree. As a former city bus driver, I agree 1,000%. The job would be so much easier if it wasn't for all the passengers.
And then having to stop all the time.
Yeah, and ask.
Yeah. Hey, Joe Goodman, thanks for being here. Thumbs up, appreciate it. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. And if you can, subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
We're this close. We're looking for 150 more people, if can, all that stuff. And I live in a tourist town, and I'd be happy without their money. Oh, there we go. Maybe her back is sore. That could be.
Oh,
you never know. All right, gang, thank you for being here. Mad Statter, thank you for pimping out Ice Cream Wednesday on your show. Check out Mad Statter on Twitch and YouTube. And our moderationists.
Yes, our moderationists, Nani Aloha, C. Honda, Aware, and Devin with the crinkly hat.
We say crinkly hat because when she was a trainee, we used to tease her about her crinkly paper trainee hat. But then when she got her sword, I guess that's what it is. Guess what? She goes, "I'm keeping the hat."
Yeah, you have the right to, because now you're knighted.
It's your hat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's see if we can remember that. Keone says Thailand already has over 20 million visitors this year. Wow, that's a lot. All right, gang. And I, Darlene S., don't know if I said hi to you specifically, but I hear Shakalaka. We're having thousands of motorcycle fests here. 120-year celebration, Harley Festival.
Ooh, it's gonna be loud.
I won't be going to that one. Yeah. I avoided all those. Kenny Roberts rides his bike from San Diego all the way to Sturgis and back.
Wow.
He's done it many times. I think he does it every other year.
Wow.
A lot of guys do.
A lot of stamina.
Not my cup of tea.
Nah.
Bunch of guys. You know.
Yeah, and don't forget, please share. If you're on Facebook, share the post. Let people know about the podcast. It'll help us out. Tell them go subscribe on YouTube.
Yep, there we go. And, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're here to help migrated Hawaiians and those who just appreciate Hawaii. Mwah. Here we're going to hit the button. You ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Toot.